You must know what that made me think of, because they always talk about in your background having been on a chain gang. And that always sounds like something out of a folk song, but I never expected to meet anyone who'd been on a chain gang.
Well, it wasn't much of a chain gang. It's all we had. We called it a home. Well, Chatham County Camp Number 1. Chatham County, Georgia, Savannah, Georgia.
Well, it never tells in these things what you had done. And maybe you don't...
I don't know. I was just around, you know. I was busted for mopery with intent to gawk, you know. I was just... I was only 15, you know. What could I have done?
Yeah.
They tried a shoe store robbery on me. Mm-hmm. And I just sat there. I couldn't believe it, you know. And I said, wait a minute. When did this robbery occur? And the Judge Jordan said, would the bailiff mind repeating the charge for the prisoner? So they went through the whole, you know, all the details. And it was like 4 a.m. of a Wednesday morning, you know, as near as I could figure. I said, well, I've been in jail since Sunday. And the courtroom broke up, and the judge spanked me with 180 days, you know, for making the people laugh. It wasn't my fault.
No,
but I matched the description. I said, well, it happened while I was in jail. I've been in the bucket, you know, for a week.
He felt that was no excuse.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Justice is justice.
Wasn't too bad.
But what was the charge originally? I mean, this was in the days when you were riding the rails?
I think just a common charge of vagrancy, you know, or, you know, preying on the people, begging, or dangerous. I think it's parenthetically, it's a dangerous and suspicious character, potentially. Dangerous and suspicious character with no visible means of support.
That's what you were categorized as, and that's in the state of, what state was that?
Georgia.
How'd you get out of there?
That's a rather embarrassing question. They just forgot about me, you know. Didn't turn up, and they didn't miss me, I guess. Fired a few warning shots over my head.
Well, weren't a lot of other guys chained to your ankle?
No.
No.
No. That was a really heavy detail when you were really locked up. I've spent a very short time in chains.
So you never were you were actually in chains at one point, with other men chained to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I spent a very short time in chains.
So
I looked so angelic, you know.
But if you walked away, then presumably...
I ran. I didn't walk.
Then did some lead follow you?
I heard a lot of noise.
Is it possible that you owe them any time then?
No. They just applauded my nimbleness, my speed, and because when I went to work at Lockheed, the FBI, you know, had to check me out. They said, "Look, there's a little item here about." I said, well, what do you suggest? That I go back? And he said, "No, they ain't going to pay your fare back there." So I wasn't about to pay my own fare back.
I'm sure that before
I never did anything about it.
This was Georgia.
Yeah, I went back there to make a picture one time. And all the society girls would come up and say, how do you like Savannah? Second time around, I'd say, in your head. And they say, you talk they say, you talk just like a Yankee.
Like a Yankee. Say, I have a feeling before 90 minutes is over, a pardon is going to arrive from Governor Maddox.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think. That's just a guess. Our local stations have a message. We'll be right back.